things up on Tuesday in 2040, and I must say, y'all look great.
Well,
you haven't aged at all.
Won't stop.
So how much of this apparent time travel and overlap are you able to clarify for us right off the bat?
Well, you know, in this universe, anything can happen, and obviously, time travel does exist in the Arrowverse. So that's really all I can tell you, which you already know.
Yes.
Time travel and fillers. That's it.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Hilarious.
So it's a lot for fans right now, coming right off of Crisis and now being introduced to this newly reset timeline, if you will. So Star City and Mia's life have taken an apparently different path as a result. How surprised is or isn't she to see you, and does she know who you are?
Well, there is, I'm trying to not give away too much.
I know, I'm like,
She is surprised, yes. There are elements of our old lives that have carried through, and then there are elements that have not and that are new. So she's discovering, and we're discovering, but there is a familiarity.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a connection to the past.
yeah.
And we do see Laurel sort of, it looks like she's helping her out a little bit. You have kind of a special ring and you grab her arm and it looks like memories are coming to flood back.
Yeah, I think that, you know, that's where I think what Jules was saying, like the connection is, like she starts to have these flashes of what happened, which she didn't know, so it sort of wakes her up in a way.
Yeah.
So is this going to be a different Mia, is a different Laurel, a different Dinah, or the same ladies we've grown to love?
The same ladies that I mean, I love our characters, so that we love. But you know, it's where what they've been through since, you know, since we'll see them in the finale.
Right.
What they've been through to get there, and what version, you know, like everything.
It's similar to,
Yeah.
it's also the characters that we know and love, but they're new, it's fresh, and it's one of my favorite things about this show is that it's got a vibe like Arrow, but it's definitely not Arrow. So you see the character, but it's like seeing them in a new setting. It's like seeing your teacher outside of school. It's weird.
Right.
It's fun, like
Yeah, it's
especially
fun.
the dynamic between Dinah and Laurel. I
Yeah.
love. They're just sort of, I don't know. The chemistry is really awesome. It's really fun.
Yeah, so Katie, speaking of Laurel, can you explain where we are with her right now? What version of Laurel is this? Is this some kind of Earth Prime hybrid Laurel? Because we didn't really get to see what happened with her after Crisis.
Right. So basically, there's still story to be told in terms of, you know, Black Siren and Laurel from Earth 2. And in Black Siren, you know, redeeming herself and trying to find out, you know, what a true hero is, what it's like to be a true hero. But we don't know what happened. We haven't seen her Earth 2 Laurel, her backstory. We know bits and pieces of it, but we haven't really explored that world. And so that is the version. We just made a joke earlier because I was like, luckily I have a shrink because there's so many versions of the character.
Yeah.
But so to me, it's Earth 2 Laurel, but also has, you know, there's been a lot of time that's gone by and a lot of things and have happened, and she's spicy. She's fun.
She's very, very fiery and spicy.
She looks like she's the one who's getting Mia on board. We see Mia put on the suit, so we know that it happens, that she is ready to sort of take on the new Green Arrow mantle.
Yeah, I think Laurel is definitely doing her best to try to convince her, like, because she needs the Green Arrow, and
Carry that torch.
yeah, and it just takes, you know, Mia has to go through her own journey to get there.
And what about Dinah? It's 2040, but we don't see the gray hair, and she apparently sings and plays the piano now, so that's new.
She's all sorts of zen. She's found her art. Like, yeah, and I love that we've softened her in that way and sort of like given her all these like rich layers, and we see that she is a musician, which is a callback to the original comic, which is really cool. And I would say that Dinah's in on the mission, but Laurel is the one who's really like, she's the
Driving
one
the
driving the
ship.
ship. Yeah.
Rallying the troops, so to speak.
Totally, yeah. She's the one who has the, and I also think maybe it is because she has a connection to Earth 2, and they're all, you know, and that time travel element. She knows what's up, so she's sort of like delegating.
So this is kind of a new multiverse, or sort of a reset. Where exactly are we in a timeline perspective?
Well,
The Arrowverse was technically
Re-
destroyed.
yeah.
There's no more Arrowverse. It's one. We're all one. So we're on the same.
Everything merged.
Everything merged. Yeah, which is great because it means anything is possible.
Yeah.
And it really.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. Yeah.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
So as Mia prepares to take on her Green Arrow duties with your apparent encouragement, where does this leave us with other characters who could have real influence at 2040? Who's going to be joining forces with you guys? Or maybe a potential foe?
Well, I think, definitely you'll see some of the, the younger
The
kids.
2040
Yeah.
crew.
Yeah, William, for example.
William, for example, yep, he's one of them. And he's a crucial, I think that character is crucial because he also roots Mia to her legacy and her family and her bloodline. So, and also Ben is just so good.
Such a
at it.
doll,
Oh my
yeah.
God,
He's such a great actor.
He is, and the sweetest person. So we're really lucky to have him. Yeah, and those I call them kids because they're not that much younger than us, but
Yeah.
but those kids are gonna be part of it.
Love it. And we've said, sadly, our official goodbye to Oliver, but we've heard Steven will be back for the season finale, or the series finale, I
Right.
should say. So how are we going to loop that back in?
Well, I can't tell you. You're going to have to watch it.
Well, watching, of course. Is it, in a Spectre type of way? Because he has sort of a new form.
Interesting.
It's an interesting idea.
Yes. Yeah, they were the way that they made that work was very creative and it was done very tastefully and in a way that honors him being gone but puts his presence in there in a way that just like roots the finale.
And the legacy.
And
the
the
legacy.
and the show, really.
Show, yeah.
Overall, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this episode coming up is essentially a pilot for a potential spin-off that we're hoping for, and we're laying a groundwork. So how much will the episode connect to and reference everything that just went down in Crisis and wrapping up Arrow versus establishing its own space?
The really great thing about Green Arrow and the Canaries 809 is when I read the script, it was so fresh, and I did look at it from a perspective like, okay, do you have to watch Arrow in order to watch Green Arrow and the Canaries? And the answer is no. You don't. You don't have to have known anything about what happened on Arrow, but because you will be filled in the series by telling the story. And you can just, be a new eyes or watcher to it, and it just feels fresh, and it lives in the same world as Arrow, but it
Spirit is there.
Right.
completely. But it's fun. I mean, it's like there's again like our relationship, our chemistry. There's like a lightness, there's like a snarkiness in a way, but like, and it's cool to see all these ladies and women, team up and come together, and especially now.
Yes, and that in and of
It's the time
itself.
for that.
It is. We need it. We need just that group of women, and I think that in and of itself changes the energy of the show. You wouldn't necessarily think like, I don't know, it makes it just elevates it. It makes it really cool, and it somehow makes us stronger, I think, as our characters.
Yeah.
To just be, we don't need any men.
Don't need them.
Don't need them. We like them. Don't need them.
Well, some fans are picking up Birds of Prey vibes with you three.
Cool.
I think that's kind of a fun comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
With Ezra Miller's cameo in Crisis, could we see more DC characters, film actors come aboard and make appearances?
I truly hope so.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think that's what's so awesome about it.
Do you think Margot Robbie would come on our show?
I was going to say that.
Maybe.
I mean, she's invited.
Yeah,
Let's
obviously. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think it's awesome, and everybody in the DC world, whether it be film or television, they're all welcome.
Yeah.
We are sending you an invite.
Yes, please come. We need you.
Come play with us.
Come play with us.
Anytime. So we've also seen a photo of Green Arrow and the Canaries with a new character in episode 9, Bianca Bertinelli, whose last name should catch fans' attention. Does that mean there's a potential new huntress on the horizon, or how does she work into the mix?
Well, I don't know.
We actually don't know. We actually don't know that.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I'll tell you
Tell me
later.
after.
You'll get the tea, and we'll have to wait.
See, this is good. I need eyes and ears everywhere.
Well, you're hoping for that, I assume.
I am so hoping for that. I think that would be amazing. And she's a great character. She was great to work with. So it would be really a good addition to our dynamic. I think, to
Yeah,
have her
she
on
was
the
really
team.
fun.
Yeah.
What can you guys tell us about plans to continue beyond episode 9 as far as the spin-off? Any news on how that's developing?
I mean, there's been some buzz about it. I think, you know, we all really love working together. We work together really well. It's a great show. I mean, it's a new story to tell, you know, and I think it's really cool, again, that it's like 3 female women.
Yeah.
And empowering other women, hopefully, in some point later down the road, but, you know, bringing more, I don't know if it's Canaries or what it may be, but I just think, again, now is the time. And I've heard, I mean, I've seen it. It's really good. It's awesome.
I saw it too.
Yeah, it's
right.
awesome. So I'm excited for everybody else to see it, and hopefully, we get picked up and go.
I think it's an important show to have right now, and I just think it would be good for women. I think it would be good for men to see women in this position. So yeah, we feel really good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how's it working with Kat in this new space now?
She's great.
Yeah.
She's a really good actor.
Yeah.
She's awesome. I mean, all of us get along. That's what's also really great about.
Yeah, thank God.
You know,
Already a family.
casting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We know these people, and everybody's it's just been wonderful.
Yeah. Kat's amazing.
One last fan nugget. There's a quick shot of a Deathstroke mask in the promo. Will we see who's under there right away, or is that going to be teased? Could it be JJ?
I don't know.
I mean, whatever it is you think, it's not going to be that.
Yeah.
Surprises await.
Oh, yes.
Many.
A lot of surprises.
Is there anything you guys want to tell fans directly about what to look forward to in episode 9?
Yes, they should look. Fans, you guys, look forward to badass women and a lot of action kicking ass. It's amazing.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.